Hey guys, it's Hector from RGV Fishing. We're going to do a little tackle review for you guys. Well, before we go to choke, going back, if you all saw our video from the summer, we liked it so much that we're going back in the 30th of January. So we're going to start off here with what we use for our crappie. Then we'll move over to our bass, soft plastics, and we'll go to the jigs. Then we'll move to our hard baits, whatever you want to call them, crankbaits. We'll come over here to spinner baits. We'll show you guys some hooks that we use, drop shotting. Show you guys the little accessories that we have, stuff that we take, just in case stuff goes wrong, whatever. Just in case we need backup stuff, whatever. Alright, first off, we're going to start off here with our crappie grubs, bluegill grubs, basically panfish grubs. Here's a green one. With the black flake with the pearl underbelly. That one works good in real clear water. For our more murky water, these are all big bite baits. These are here at least. It's a kind of a chartreuse-ish, orangish tail. The black underbelly with the yellow on top. That's good, better for your murky water. This is for our small bass, striped bass, smaller bass. The bigger crappie and the bigger bluegill will bite on this, but it's very rare. It's a blue top, chartreuse belly with the curl tail. It's a little minnow. Throw these on a jig, whatever you want. These jigs go great with it. And all of these jigs, I mean, they go great with all that crappie stuff. It drives them wild. Here, it's more similar color. It's a little more subtle. Same color scheme and everything. It's more of a baby bass on top though, other than the blue. And same tail, same curl tail. Over here, big bite bait trick sticks. Got the pumpkin, the chartreuse tail, wacky rigged. They're great. Brush hogs, black sapphire. It's not the baby brush hog because over there there's some pretty big bass and we don't like to mess around with those little bass when it's cloudy out there. Here, Yum Live Prey Technology salted tube. This is the pumpkin and purple. These are nice with the drop shot rig. Right here we have the coffee tubes, Strike King KVD series. These are a little bit bigger. Same color scheme, just has a more pearl underbottom with the green pumpkin on top. Those are alright. Here we have the big bite bait 6-inch finesse worm in June bug. These are great drop shotting, shaky head. Catch them all day with that. They're durable, they stay on for a while. These are KVDs, perfect plastics. The Ochos. These are the 8-pack. And they're pumpkin and orange flake. Those are awesome. Wacky rigged. Right here we have the sliders. Drop shot these. Smaller bass. Sometimes crappie will hit them. They love that chartreuse tail. It's our best color of the sliders. These two, same thing. Sliders, drop shotted. More of this color, more pumpkinish color. We shaky head rig these with the smaller shaky heads for the small bluegill and crappie. Here's another big bite bait, trick sticks, watermelon purple swirl. These are awesome when it's a cloudy day. That purple just pops out there in the water. It's awesome. These are the cream lures. I mean, that's lifelike right there. It's awesome. These shaky head or drop shot again. They're great. We'll wait on these. Another Yum Live Prey Technology tube 5-pack. Same pack. It's just messed up with that one. These are the creatures. They're, I think, beaver tail, Yum, 5-pack, beaver tail. I mean, when you're ready to, they come like this. You're ready to go. You just pull it apart. Texas rig that. Throw it on the Bitsy Bug Strike King jig. It's good stuff. Here we have some more Yum. These are more zipper type. Same thing with the tail. Keeps it in shape. It's real nice. These we like to throw on small jig heads for your smaller bass. Salted, they're black and blue. Those are nice. I'll wait on those two. These are the Zoom flukes. Not the super flukes, they're the smaller flukes. They're I think it's gray or shad, sexy shad, I think it is. It's a nice color to have with the flukes. These are the same beavers. These are big bite baits, Yo Mamas. These are real good. Thrown on a jig, Texas rig. It's a good punching bait. You could throw a big old bullet weight on the end of this. Texas rig, same thing. Has great scent, great action. Once these things sitting on the bottom, these claws just want to stand up and just move with any movement of the water. Over here, we have the Zoom Power Grubs and a pumpkin and green flake. We throw these on our spinner baits on the end or on our jigs. When the bass are real finicky, this gets them to bite real good. Here's a Zoom Baby Brush Hog. These are real good punching baits also. Texas rigged. I mean, you could do anything with these. When you want more action with these, what I like to do, a lot of people don't like to, I rip this off right here. On the fall, these things just spin just like a curl tail. These two little appendages, they just spin like crazy, and you get a lot of bites on the fall with that. This is the Power Bait Trigger Craw, Berkeley. Awesome scent on these. I mean, some people don't like the scent, but I love it. Same thing with the claws. I mean, when you're ready to go, keeps them preserved, keeps them real nice. A lot of legs. These we Texas rig or we throw them on a swim bait hook. These are awesome. Right here, we have our crankbaits. This is a Rapala. I think it's lipless. I think it's 2 to 4 feet. Here's a bomber, baby bass. It's 1 to 2 feet. This is a jig, kind of a jig, more of a jigging spoon. It's real heavy. It's all metal. It has a little spinner on the end. Remember what that is? It sucks. Cotton cordels. These suck. They have no weight on them. Super spot. I mean, they'll catch you bass. They're not very, can't cast them too far. That's the only reason I don't like them. Here's I think this is purple on top, the chartreuse bottom with the super spot. This is the baby bass color with the red eye. This is their crawdad color. This one's a suspending model, another cotton cordell. Blue on top with the chartreuse belly. And this is another craw color with the chartreuse belly. Over here we have the Bandit Fire Tiger. This one's awesome. 10 to 12 feet. Banging off those rocks with that big lip. Another H2O Express lipless crankbait. It's probably the best style besides Rapala or Rattle Trap lipless crankbait. Goes 5 to 6 feet. Here's a Bomber, I think it is, or Bandit. Bomber or Bandit? I think it's Bandit. It goes 10 to 12 feet. Fire Tiger. Rapala, lipless crankbait, another H2O Express lipless crankbait, and a Bandit jerkbait. Right here we have a spoon. I like throwing these when we have schooling baitfish, when we can see the shiner, we can see the perch schooling up. Just chunk this right there in the middle, it scares them all away. The bass just strikes it as soon as all of them move, and this one stays there. It's a great bait to have. These, more crappie stuff, little minnows. Big bite baits, Berkeley, kind of like a fluke. They come rigged already. These are great when you have finicky bass on a cold day, when they move into the deeps. You could throw this in the rock pile, just bang it off the rocks. You get a lot of hang-ups, but it's worth it. Here's a little beetle spin. We modified it. I mean, the bait was right here, had no movement. We threw a swivel on it, put the bait on the swivel. It works awesome. It's great for crappie. Let's move on to, let's go over here to the jigs. On the bottom of the jigs, we have our swim baits, big bite baits again. These are great swim baits. Throw them on a swim bait hook. These things have sick action. I mean, it has the belly for the hook. This one's their shiner model, has a spot on it. This is their shad more mullet type. These are great for saltwater too. I mean, I can't find anything wrong with these lures. Here's a Strike King jig. It's a white jig with a Yo Mama on it from Big Bite Baits. This is great heavy bait. You could punch it through the mats. You could throw it around some hydrilla. It's great around the coontail. Here's another jig. I think it's a Booyah jig. Yeah, it's Booyah. Has a real wide gap hook. It has this awesome skirt with this like foil stuff. It shines great. It's great on those sunny days. Here's a Strike King Bitsy Bug. That's what I was talking about. We throw those beaver tails on there for those smallmouth bass, for your smaller bass around the rocks, around the jetties. Here's another Strike King. Has a rattle on it, has a weed guard. I cut the weed guard a little shorter, it was too long, I didn't like it. This is a great color for winter. Awesome color. Here's this same jig. We threw that zoom grub on it. You can see how good it looks. It's just looks like a great bait. We use these for swimming jigs, swimming them around the jetties, bouncing them off the rocks, letting it fall. Let this tail just go wild on the fall. It's great. Here's some marabou jigs. We use these a lot for crappie. Crappie and bluegill. Have a lot of fun with these. Which are light tackle, 4-pound line, small gear ratio reel. Over here we have our spinner baits. They're all Booyah except for this one, Walmart. Fucking 98 cents. This is a Booyah. It's their version, I guess, of the sexy shad. It has the real lifelike head, the 2 willow blades, and that red hook that just stands out real nice. Walmart buzzbait. Have nothing to say about that. Another Booyah bait. Another Booyah spinner bait. The big eye, black and blue. This is great for night fishing. With the Colorado blades, the gold and the silver with the beads. We added those beads on there. Another Booyah spinner bait with the red hook, with the red eye. It's bent because no longer shutout Mark. No longer shutout Mark. You guys have to give him a new nickname. But we added these beads on there. Mark added them. He likes it. It works great. He didn't catch a fish until he added the beads, so I guess it works. Here's our rod tip repair. Bobby likes to break rod tips, so we always got to keep this around when we take Bobby fishing. Measuring tape goes up to about 50 inches from when we catch those world record bass. Now our bass are usually like about right there. That's more like it. Garlic spray, the best stuff to have. You spray these in your Ziplocs, spray them in there, close them real tight, leave them in your binder for a few days. They have a great scent. Alright, that's it for the tackle. Me and Mark are going to show you a few rigs that might help you out in this winter time bassing, fall bassing. We'll come back right now.